semi-precious stones and crystals. So I have this little box, it's not very big, but it contains all my stones and crystals, and I'm just going to show you what I have, and I'm going to tell you which particular style of stones and type of stones I like. So I have, for my current projects, I have quite a few quartzes. So smoky quartz and aqua aura quartz. Aqua aura is light, beautiful turquoise blue color naturally, and the smoky quartz comes in clusters. It comes in different types, but I personally have these little clusters here in this box. So this is my quartzes, and I keep them carefully, and they are quite fragile. So sometimes they even fall apart when you put them into clay. So then you have to build the crystal again with gluing it with epoxy glue, something like that. I also have that, which I thought was aqua aura as well, which is quartz. It might be quartz, but just a regular one, because I bought that from China, and it's dyed, not dyed like dead, but it's dyed in color. So I can see the big difference, and I can see the bits of color on it. So this is cheap, and I don't want to use it. I don't quite know why I'm keeping it. Maybe for some random craft project for a tutorial or something. But I wouldn't put that into expensive jewelry pieces, because it's just unfair for a client. From the same shop, I actually purchased these, and they are looking more natural. So maybe that's what that blue naturally was, but they dyed it. In China, they do color quite a lot of things, and then they say that it's this and that. So, but these are so massive. This is going to be like a pendant each, so you can't just make clusters with it for polymer clay. These need to be used separately, but they are quite nice and sort of like rainbowy, petrol-y shine on them. So that can be used. Although I also don't feel like these are the best quality crystals, so not buying from that shop no more. I bought it from Etsy. Sometimes you make these purchases which you regret, but it's a trial and error thing. Now, I also have a lot of my favorite stone pieces, which are labradorite. I have it as a little bracelet thing, which contains irregular shaped ones, which will be perfect for journals and jewelry. I have this massive piece of labradorite, which is so beautiful. It's for a very secret project, which you will see maybe summertime. So it's still waiting for its time. And then I have a little box. A little box here with sorry for that, with labradorites here, and they just are so beautiful. I don't know, I'm gonna have to show it to you maybe you can't appreciate it on computer camera, but you know, the labradorites I use in my journals, you know how shiny and shimmery they are, so I pick and choose these individually, sometimes from the real crystal shops, sometimes from eBay or Etsy, but I found these shops in India, and they don't lie about things that they sell. These particular ones don't. So if I see it on a picture, I know it's going to arrive very similar to that. Of course, camera and like camera flash does things much shinier, but still, what I receive here is a perfect quality, so I'm really happy. I also have beautiful pieces of jade, a couple of them. This is a dyed turquoise, I think, colored, because it's green. But I have these pieces, and I use them sometimes, but very rarely. And the way how you can tell that they are dyed, because I tested them and I made jewelry from them, and in a couple of years' time, it just became white. China. Unfortunately, there's nothing good about buying from China. I can tell they are sometimes lying and cheating. So I prefer buying stones from India. So that's that. And I also have some new stones, carnelian, beautiful orangey stones. Nice amethyst, actually a couple of them. I like to have these irregular shapes because cabochon is kind of decorative, but if you want to do all natural things around it, the stone needs to be kind of natural shape. This, for example, remember I was showing you aqua ore and I said it kind of sometimes falls apart. This was one crystal that fell apart, but even so, it contains the little tiny mini crystals in it, so I'm sure I'm going to find a use for that when I need to create smaller effects. And I also have quite a few flat pieces of freshwater pearl. Is it called freshwater pearl? The dark pearl. This. It looks like wings of butterflies, so sooner or later I'm going to use it in some projects, you'll see. And I also have this little nephrite, or nephrite, which was the first ever crystal I possessed, and my mum gave it to me, so I'm not afraid of things. She's been told that it helps dealing with fear. I was 11 at the time, so I keep it. I don't know, I can't bin it. I can't. You don't bin crystals in general, but I chucked so many things before, and this just stays in my life. This is my mum's gift. There you go, my crystals.